Hey people, welcome back to the part 4 of trigonometry. So the topic for part 4 is angle of elevation and angle of depression. So before going into that, let's recheck your answer with my answer for the previous practice question. So the answer for the question is cos 0. What's the value for cos 0? Cos 0 equals to 1 plus sine 45 is 1 by root 2 plus sine 30 is 1 by 2 into sine 90 is equal to 1 minus cos 45. What's cos 45? 1 by root 2 plus cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. This, so they are asking the value of this. So how do you find? We have to take LCM for these kind of questions. So how could we take is 2 root 2. So this one will become root 2 plus 2. This will become sorry, it becomes 2 root 2 and 1 by root 2 means it becomes 2 plus root 2. So this is how you do. And yeah, why did we do this is see, isn't it looking like a square minus b square, right? See, a is it's like a plus b into a minus b, right? It's like a plus b into a minus b. So we are doing this. So this is what we get. So now we have to do squaring on squaring. So whole square. So what will you do? Let's take this part as a, this is as b. So what is the value of this? So let me take another slide. So what happens here is root and so 2 square 4, square and root get cancelled, so 4 into 2 is equals to 8. So we got the denominator 8, and coming to the numerator, whole square we did. So it's like 2 root over 2 whole square plus, what is it, plus 2 square plus root 2 whole square. So what will be the answer? So 4 root and square get cancelled, so answer will be 8 plus 4 root square get cancelled, so plus 2. This will be your answer. So 8 plus 4 plus 2. What's the answer? So what's the answer? Plus 8 plus 4 minus 2. 8 plus 4 minus 2. It will be 2. So 8 plus 4 plus 2 is 14. So 14 upon 8 is equals to 14 upon 8. So this goes 4 times into table, this goes 7 times. So the answer is 7 by 4. So this is how you solve it. So now getting into angle of elevation and angle of depression. So what is angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is nothing but the angle of elevation is nothing but, for example, if you are let's take this thing as, it's not visible, let's take this y line as Eiffel Tower. I'm just writing in the short form EF. So let's take this as Eiffel Tower, and you are standing here, and this x line is your level of eyesight. That means if you see exact straight, the level at which you can see in the exact straight line, the level of your eye, that is called as a horizontal line. So you are seeing above your eye level, right? You are seeing above your eye level. So when you see something above your eye level, that is called as angle of elevation. So you will see the Eiffel Tower by looking over your eye level of eye, right? Level of eye is nothing but when you look straight, that point at which you can see, that is called as horizontal line or line of sight. So when you look above the line of sight, that is called as angle of elevation. What is this Z line? This Z line is also nothing but that's the angle that's the angle at which you are looking at the Eiffel Tower. This is called as angle of elevation. For this angle of elevation, you can, like, it's based on the question, but most probably you will use tan and cot and sine sometimes, but most of the times you use tan and cot, but in the some rare cases you will be using this tan. So let's take an example and see. If the shadow of 10-meter high tree is 10 root 3 meters, then the angle of elevation of sun is this angle of elevation is nothing but the angle at which you are looking at the point at the object basically. So they're saying that this is a height tree of 10 meters. Oh, sorry, no. So this is the shadow of the tree, and they are asking you this theta is what. So the shadow is 10 and height tree is 10 root 3. 10 root 3. Then the angle of elevation of the sun is. So what will be the angle of elevation of sun? So how can you do it is, first you have to find out the other side. Instead of, you can take the other side, but even if you don't take also, there is no problem. Like if you take the other side, then you will, by using Pythagoras theorem, then you will get to 20. So what will happen? So this 20, instead of if you don't need to find out the other side, so if you still wanted to find out, that's totally obvious. So now here you can use tan formula. Tan is opposite to theta by hypotenuse or sine by cos. So 10 by root 3 by 10, and then what happens, this 10 and then get cancels, tan theta equal to root 3. So root 3 is 60 degrees. Now when tan is 60 degrees, then you will get root 3. So it is tan 60 degrees. So tan 60. So here you may get a doubt, why are we only using tan? We are only using tan, it's because they gave you the values of opposite. You can use tan or anything, but why are we using only tan is because they gave you opposite and adjacent. What is the formula of tan? Sine by cos or opposite to theta by adjacent to theta. So this is theta, adjacent to theta is given in the question, and opposite to theta is also given in the question. So that is the reason why you are using tan theta only. If in case if they give you hypotenuse and if they give you opposite to theta, if you need to find out this, then you have to use sine theta. So this is how you do for angle of elevation. So next is angle of depression. So how would you do? What is angle of depression? Angle of depression is, what is angle of elevation? If you see above the eyesight or eye level, that is called as angle of elevation. But what is angle of depression? Angle of depression is when you see below your eyesight. That means if you are standing on a building. So you are standing on a building and you're looking, or else let's say you're standing on a boat. I mean standing or sitting, something, you're on the boat and you want to see a fish below, or it's like fishes or sharks are coming there. You are seeing below your eyesight now. If you are standing straight, like here is a boat and you are here is a fish. So when this is your eye level, you look below your eye level to see this fish. Am I right? So to form it, this is called theta. From where you look from the eyesight to the depression. When you look down, that forms an angle theta. Angle of elevation is nothing but above your eyesight. Depression is below your eyesight. So this is the angle of depression and angle of elevation. So even you may get a doubt that, okay, in the previous one you said you can use either tan, cot, is anything, like it may be anything, like if sometimes they may give cos, that means they may give hypotenuse and adjacent, they may give opposite and adjacent, they may give adjacent and opposite, somehow you will use. So it's like, instead of using Pythagoras theorem, you can find it in this way. So now I have an example. So there is a ladder. Okay, this is a ladder of 6 meters. Let's take no, let's not take this example. So let's take another. Okay, so this is a wall, and this is a wall, and here it will form a right angle. So let's name them A, B, C. So at A, so a ladder of 6 meters long is placed against the wall, so that it makes an angle of 60 degrees. So when they say that it makes an angle of 60 degrees, so this angle is 60. So they said that a ladder 6 meters, a ladder, that means this is a ladder, is placed against a wall. This is a wall, this is a ladder. It is placed in a vertical line, forming the degree 60, forming an angle of 60 degrees. So you understand, right? When you wanted to climb something, if this is your wall, you place your ladder here and you climb up and you go there. So in the same way, it is placed like that, and so it makes 60 degrees with the ground. And so the question is, at what height above the ground does a ladder touch the wall? That means, like, what is so this is 6 meters. So what are they asking you? They're asking you, what is this value, the value of the height. Like they said that at what height the ground does the ladder touch. That means the ladder touches here, that means almost here. So what is CB? They're asking what is BC or CB, something, it's the same. So what is CB? So what will you do here? You have to use sine theta, because they are asking you the value of opposite to theta, and they gave you hypotenuse. If they ask what is the ground level distance between the ladder to the wall, then you will use cos theta, because they are asking you adjacent. Here they are asking you opposite to theta, and they gave you even angle. See, in any triangle or anything, if they ask you, if they say you, like, find out by giving two values, if they give you two values and they be like, find out something, like, you have to just keep your mind one thing, that is, at what value, what side length did they give, first point, and second point, what are they asking, and third is, you have to think by using those two, any ratios are there, any trigonometric ratio is there, by using those two. See, here they gave you the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is given. They are asking you the value of opposite to theta. So opposite to theta by hypotenuse, you have a ratio, that is sine theta. You may ask, even you have cosecant, but why aren't we taking cosecant? Because they already gave you the angle value. If they didn't give you angle value, when you have to find it, then you can use. But here they already given you value. So what you have to do, sine, instead of theta, you already got the angle of theta, so sine 60 degrees is equals to, so opposite to theta is BC, and the hypotenuse is 6. So now what can you do? Sine 60 is root 3 by 2, and so BC upon 6. So when you send this BC this side, that means BC equals to So you know now, when this is in denominator, it goes, when it goes to the other side, it will become the numerator. So 6 3 by 2, 6 3 by 2 equals to 2, and this 3 times goes, right? It goes 3 times. So what will be the answer? 3 times means 3 root 3. So 3 root 3 will be the height from it, from height of the wall from which it is touching from the ground. So I hope you have understood. If any doubts, please let me know. If you want, I'll explain you once again. And this is your practice questions for your angle of elevation and depression. So these are the two practice questions which you have to practice. The first one is about the angle of elevation, and second one is about the angle of depression. So I hope this concept was easy to you. So if any doubts, please let me know, and thank you. And these answers for these questions will be uploaded in the next video.